right, welcome everyone. I am just getting set up here. I think I'm getting set up here. I think I start these live streams all the same way. I never remember what I'm doing. I never remember how to do this. But eventually I'll figure it out, hopefully. Okay. Try that again. Hopefully I didn't miss too many comments. Yes, happy Monday. You're going back to Northern California, Jim? That's awesome. Hey, Scott. Oh, mo bang for your bucks. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I got to go get coffee tomorrow, so thank you for that. I never seem to be able to get the chat working for myself. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Hey, John, I really couldn't tell you that. I mean, 6 feet, you'd probably want to maybe rent a van to try out. You know, a buddy of mine is 6'4", and he lives in a Honda Element. So Honda Element's smaller than a van, right? Hey, Thomas. I'm going to try to get this chat up here. Or not. Hey, Evolving. How's it going? Karen, how are you? Oh yeah, I was trying something different here, so. Hey, Campaholic. Good afternoon to you too. Leon from Scotland, all right. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I can't get my, oh, here we go. Hey, Chippy, how are you? Nice to see you. You know, a lot of people, I finally figured out my chat, so maybe I can see what you're saying, actually. Hey, Holly, Elijah, Ruth Ann. There's a lot I missed. Sorry, everybody. I don't know what I was doing wrong there. Yeah, the new ride is working out, Lost Coast. Getting comfortable. I'm still don't have any storage really, so that's the one kind of downside with the van. But yeah, it's comfortable anyway. Hey, Amy G. No, I'm not really a podcast listener. I watch YouTube, and that's about it. I guess there's podcasts on YouTube, right? But I I don't really watch podcasts either. Hey, Larry from Oregon, how's it going? Michelle, how are you? Oh, you're trying a road trip from Orlando, Elijah. Wow, that's a big road trip. Sounds fun, though. Hey, Harley. And Ronnie, how are you? Thank you, Ronnie. Yeah, the van's coming along. Although I'm trying to take some time off of doing any real work on it, so it's going to be this way for a while, I think. Angela, how's it going? Scott, if you're trying to work out what state would be best for you, I couldn't tell you. You know, it really just depends. I would recommend you talk to an attorney. That's what I did before I made any decisions about that kind of thing. That's not the answer you'll get on YouTube, but that's the answer that I give. Hey, Laurel from Mendocino. All right. Thank you. Just doing something a little different tonight. Hey, Barbara. You're here. Thank you for being here, Barbara. My one and only mod. Hopefully everybody is nice to me and Barbara tonight. Don't give Barbara much to do, okay? Let her just sit and chat if she wants. Yeah, Larry, there is storage under my bed. Not as much as my old van, but yeah, I do have storage. It's about 10 inches, I think. 9 or 10 inches off the floor, so quite a bit of storage under there. Hey, Julie. I got the coffee over here. You did hop on too fast, Mo, for the... I should call you Tim. I know what your name is now. You did all hop on too fast. The mattress topper is great. I am really liking it. I wished I'd bought it sooner. Guitar, I don't have power for an AC. I live on 12 volt battery power. That's it. So total solar power. So I don't have the kind of power to run an AC. That's out of the question. Hey Nick, coffee's good. Rock steady, Faye, how's it going? Oh, thank you, Faye. That's nice of you. Purple Soul, you would like the background, wouldn't you? Glad you like it. Hey, Pia. Chris, how's it going? Pam, how are you? Nice to see you, Pam. Matt, how you doing? Martini, all the way from Ireland. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Low on the Go, how are you? Hey, Otter, nice to see you. I'm sorry I'm not looking directly at the camera. This has been an issue with every live stream. And, you know, I do so few of them, I haven't really got a good setup for this, but I just put my iPad up and back because that keeps the chat up where I can read it. And it's slightly bigger than my phone, too, so a little easier for me to read it. Tim, you're talking about things I'm not talking about on regular YouTube, so I'm not going to answer everything, but yeah, things are going well, I think. And thanks for inquiring. There are some things I talk about on regular YouTube, and there's some things I only talk about for channel members. I try to keep those things separated for reasons that are only important to me. Hey, Camper Fanatic. Well, I hope you're doing better, Jumping the World. Oh yeah, I appreciate that, Matt. We will mod you up. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. Another question about, yeah, Madison. I'm not really talking about doctor stuff here on regular YouTube. I'll give you guys an update on a members only video about that stuff. But everything's been good. Hey Lee, nice of you to drop by. I know you don't like the lives, so thanks for stopping by. Debbie, how are you? All the way from Nashville. Hey Donna. Uh, 41 Reasons, the light roast is good. That's what I'm drinking right now. Gracie, I didn't really do a install video. I don't really do those, just not my kind of thing. But I did kind of show how I put it in a couple of videos. And well, I've got two fans, but these little ones that I have are really easy to put in because they're just a small hole. The full size vent fans are much better. Hey, Van City Van Life is in the house. Now see, what you really need to do is you need to go over to vantoys.com and get yourself a fan from there. Nice to see you, buddy. It's always nice when Chrome pops in. I got to chat with him. He texted me a few weeks back and we chatted for a little bit. It was really cool to get to chat with him. It's like there's so many people that you meet doing this, and then you kind of lose track, and everybody's busy, and so it's kind of nice when I hear from people. I'm your classic introvert, so I never text anybody first. If you want to talk to me, you got to text me because I will never text anybody first for some reason. So that's the introvert part of me. Oh, hey, David, yeah. Nice to see you, David. I think I remember meeting you there at Windsor, yeah. I like that area. Windsor is a nice little town. And now the chat is going much too quickly for me to keep up. Hopefully Crum heard me say hi to him while he was here. I'm sure he's popped out by now because he's always busy. He's got all kinds of things he's doing. Oh, Bermshot, thanks so much. Yeah, that video probably needs a redo. I should probably do one now and talk a little more about that. That's a big thing, I think, for everybody. Hey, Eric. Nice to see you, man. Everybody's liking the purple background. That's funny. I'm not sure where I'm going to be this summer. I have plans on what I'd like to do, and then of course there's the things I have to do. So we'll see how the summer plays out. Hey, Cat Van Du, how are you? Oh, Pam, you got your memory, or you got your latex topper. Awesome. I'm glad you like it. I was actually wondering about that the other day if you went ahead and bought one and if you got one that was firmer. I'm glad I didn't get the firmer topper. I'm glad I got the soft one, but you know, everybody's different, so I'm glad you got the right one. You're an introvert too, Eric? I find that hard to believe. Thank you, Harold. I'm doing okay. I hope everybody else is today. Hey, Sally, thank you so much. I can slow down the chat. Oh, Crumb's still here. Why are you still here, man? You got work to do. You should be working. I don't know how you do 2 different channels and get videos out all the time. I cannot figure that out for the life of me. I cannot figure that out. You're a workaholic, man. Only allows people to post every 5. Okay, interesting. I'll have to look that up. I do like some espresso. One of my favorite coffees is technically espresso, but I only drink light roast coffee, so as long as it's light roast, I like it, usually. Oh, PG, how's it going, man? Yeah, Yachats, that's a great area. Someday I'd like to spend some time there in that area. You know how much I like Cape Perpetua. I'm guessing you know how much I like Cape Perpetua. Hey, Dominique, you're here. Nice to see you. Purple Soul, I have so many places on the West Coast that I want to check out that the rest of the country is not even in my mind at the moment. Crumb, yeah, I figured that would be the answer. All those 16-hour work days, I would think it'd be more like 20. You know, I sleep like 12 hours a day, so to me, that would be impossible, absolutely impossible. I'm not kidding on the 12 hours a day either, sleeping thing. So absolutely impossible for me to do anything like that. Hey, Popcorn Brittle, thank you. Who's an extroverted introvert? Not me. Hey, Doug, how's it going, man? Oh, Coffee Traveling, thanks so much for the order. I appreciate that. Light roast is the best roast. It certainly is. Not everybody likes light roast, but that's what I like. Oh, you probably know all about Yachats, don't you, Matt? It must be nice living that close to there. That whole area, and it kills me that I drove by Cape Perpetua. I knew about Thor's Well, but I drove by it several times just because I was always in a hurry, or it was raining or something, and I just thought, you know, I'll stop next time. And then when I finally did stop and checked it out, I thought, why haven't I not been stopping here before? I've missed so much. So now I make it a point. It doesn't matter if I'm busy, if I'm late, if I'm going through, I always just stop, at least check out the little blowhole down there. Oh, thank you, Daryl. I appreciate that. Yeah, the van's holding up good, Daryl. You sleep 10 hours too, Matt? That's good. I don't feel so bad now. I still feel silly, but David Lerma, that sounds familiar. It seems like I've been there, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Hey, Josie. That's right, Chris. The whole coast is nice. Everywhere. I don't care where it is on the coast here. I just really, it's my spot. Violet, how are you doing? Dustin, the new van's going good, I think. No problems so far that I know of. Williams, California. I can't think of where that is offhand. I'll have to look that up later. It is tiring, isn't it, Eric, dealing with the public, talking to people and stuff? That's why these live streams tire me out. Plus the writing on the screen is so small for me to read. It's kind of difficult. My contacts, I need to swap them out, but they're a little dry, so it makes it even harder to read the small print. I have to blink extra, to keep my eyes moistened. Hey, Gina, how's it going? Hey, Rick from Phoenix, how are you? Thank you, Raynette. Just thought I'd try to spruce things up a little bit. I forgot I had that light that does every color. And then I just remembered I was setting up and I thought, hey, I've got a light that does colors. Why don't I try to set it up? I wasn't sure if it was going to show up or not. Hey, P.O. Wilson, thank you. Well, thanks, Richard. I think we're all just doing our own thing, right? So, but I appreciate the nice words. Yeah, I mean, that's why I bought this van, Emil, is that, they just hold up really well. Hey, Karen's here. Yeah, it didn't seem like I was going to get to 53,000, Karen, but all of a sudden it ticked over. The subs have slowed way down. Everything's slowed way down in the last month, but yeah. Tina, I haven't done really any more building on the van. I'm trying to take a little break from that, but I've got, I need to get some shelving in over here at some point, but that's going to be kind of a big job. Hey, Becky from Chilai. How are you? Don't ask me how I know it's pronounced Chilai. Retrograde coffee is fantastic, Victor. Yeah, I like them a lot. I think they've got a lot to choose from too, so you'd probably find something of your liking with Retrograde. Oh, Williams is okay. Yeah. I don't usually drive on the 5. I usually stay right close to the ocean. So I don't think I've ever been there. Oh, thank you, Soul Sister. Hey, Laura. And Captain, how are you? Mauricio, how's it going? So many comments. Oh, you're in Seattle, Raina. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear about your daughter, Violet. I hope she's doing better soon. Hey, Sandy. Bernie, how are you, Bernie? Oh, thank you, Beth. You can be quiet and watch. I appreciate you watching. Well, Blue Caroline, it's not going to be nice shelving. It's going to be really super basic. I just need to have some storage space up here. There's things that I've lost that I cannot find. I know they're in here. I can't find them because, you know, everything's just kind of stuffed everywhere. So if I get some storage, it would be a little easier. Plus, like, my clothes are kind of packed up in here and they get wrinkly and stuff. So I definitely need to get some storage going. I've been to Vancouver many times, John. Crum was just in the house, Van City Van Life, if you know him. I've been up to a few of his meetups, going back for years, back when he had Disco, his other dog. But I haven't been up recently. I'm the reason you bought an AeroPress. Wow, I hope you like it. Well, you're saying thank you, so I guess you like it. Put two and two together, right, Scott? Okay. Yeah, good. I'm glad you like it. Spike, I've got a bunch of videos where I talk about solar, and I mean, nobody can really advise you on what you're going to need. You kind of have to figure that out yourself. Renogy's website has a really good solar calculator on it, so you can kind of plug in some numbers and get at least a little bit of feedback about what you need to do. But my advice is buy as much solar and battery as you can afford. And check out vantoys.com for that. I'm not kidding about vantoys.com either. Oh, thank you, Violet. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get to 53 there for a little while. Karen, life in the Toyota has been good. The extra room has been really nice, although it's taking a lot to get used to driving a larger van, because this van is so much wider than my old van. I've been scrubbing my tires whenever I park. It's a skill issue, I guess. I've been getting better about it the last few weeks, but it's been difficult. Hey, Paula. Hey, Karen, how are you? Michelle, yeah, the new latex mattress is fantastic. I wished I bought one sooner. It's just really, really, really comfortable. I knew I was going to like it. I mean, that's why I went ahead and bought it, but it's been nice having it. Oh, thanks, Matt. Yeah, I had a big bump there for a little while. I don't know what caused that, but now now things have slowed down a little bit, but it's all good. Curb feelers. Sandy, I've been drinking exclusively good quality coffee. I'm still working on the ragamuffin coffee that I found down in Ventura area. Really good stuff. I'm going to be sorry when I'm out of the bag. G Mall, you're liking the Yellowbird. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. No, I'm probably not going to set up the salt lamp anytime soon, Ronnie. It corroded a bunch of stuff and actually rusted out a big spot in my old van. So I don't really want to do that to the new van. I caused the Yellowbird addiction. Yeah, I did, didn't I, Barbara? I'm the worst one, though. And as always, if I've missed your question or comment, I'm sorry. I'm reading as quickly as I can. You can always type it again, and I hopefully will see it the next time. Scotty Parker, this is still live. I think there's a bit of a delay going on because I'm reading slowly, but, you know, we're still live. Poker Gypsy, I'm hoping to be in Northern California all summer, but we'll see about that. I'm not really sure. Yeah, Eric, this van came with a backup camera. I do have another camera that I need to get installed. I'll probably do a video about that. Yeah, it does have a backup camera on this van. Nashville's in the house. Hi, Susan. Yeah, Ryan, I need the backup camera. I would not be able to function without it. Karen, they still make my particular fridge, but they sell it with wheels and a handle. But yeah, you can still get it. I think you can still get it in the 45 and the 60. Pretty sure, anyway. They have a new one. I think it's called I think it's a DL model that I've been kind of eyeing. They wanted to send me one, and you know, in exchange for me doing a review, but I'm not doing that anymore. But I've been looking at it because mine's having some issues. So, you know, I mean, mine's over 3 years old now, but it still works fine. It's just been getting a little bit colder than I'd like it to, and I can't seem to adjust it. So I am kind of keeping my eye out for what will be the next fridge. And it'll probably be another Set Power, because I mean, this thing's been great. Violet, you're going to be a great grandmother. Wow, congratulations. That's true, Matt. Life is too short to drink crappy coffee. Thank you, Mary. Just trying out something new. I didn't know if people were going to like the purple or not, but it was just different and I thought it looked fine. Hey, Blind Views is here. Nice to see you, Blind Views. Oh, I am way behind on the chat. I'm sorry, everybody. Lucius, how's it going? AI. How could I be AI, pen name? Is that a question for me, Violet? How am I feeling? I'm feeling about the same. Feeling about the same. Carol, hello from London, Ontario. I've been there. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I've only driven through London a couple of times. You gotta lock that fridge down, Lucius. Hey, Dragon Don, how are you? Galaxian, I'm still drinking coffee. I'm drinking coffee right now. Oh wow, Debbie, you followed Chrome and then you lost him. Yeah, he's still around. He's got a second channel now. He's still the great video maker he's always been. Ricky Lee, yeah, I've had a fire extinguisher for years. I think everybody should, even if you don't live in your vehicle. Yeah, Karen, I'm not making any exceptions on that. There was a coffee company that reached out to me and wanted to have me kind of collaborate, and I would get like a kickback if people bought with the link that I provide. And I just thought, you know, that would be perfect. It would really be perfect, but I did say I'm not going to do that stuff anymore, so I'm just not going to do it anymore. The only thing I'm going to share is just stuff that I'm buying for myself. I think that that's just the better way to go. Jupiter Hall, yeah, I've had the ghost pepper. When I was working for Yellowbird, they sent me a little sample pack, and I have to say the ghost pepper is, I think, the best flavor of all the Yellowbirds. At the moment, my favorite's the jalapeno. I've been like sick constantly, so I think I've just been gravitating to the less hot ones. This is why I'm doing the jalapeno one. I do still really like the Serrano. I keep the Serrano and the jalapeno Yellowbirds around at all times, but yeah, that ghost pepper, that one it's way too hot, but oh, I love that one. It's just got the best flavor. Absolutely the best flavor. You want to see me drive to Cabo, Raynette? You know, there's a van builder in Seattle. They're in Sodo. What are they called? Now I forget the name. Now I forget their name. But they're set up with a guy that lives down in Mexico, and you can rent vans and drive them back and forth, or you can fly down to Mexico and rent one down there and just drive it around. They got a cool business set up there. DH, yeah, I only buy Swiss water processed coffee. Although I did buy one that wasn't Swiss water. I bought the sugar one. I forget what that's called. But yeah, I usually only buy the Swiss water. Oh, thank you, Eric. That's very nice of you. Well, you don't need to say that, Eric, but thank you so much. I forget that I can put hearts on those. I'm sorry for everybody else before. Oh, thank you, Jenny. You know, oh, you're a Patreon subscriber. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. I actually been putting sleep aid on as a hashtag on the videos just because, you know, that's what most people watch my videos for, so I get it. It's okay. I always like it when when somebody says, I use your videos to fall asleep to. It's like, that's what I'm here for. That's my lot in life. Oh, Peace Vans. Thank you, David M. Peace Vans is that company that rents. They rent Volkswagens, I think, primarily. Sienna sauces. I don't think I've heard of those or seen them anywhere. Oh, Julie H., thank you. Thank you for subscribing to Patreon. I need to get a video out for all of you channel supporters. I've been slacking it lately. No, Raynette, I don't have a wish list. I mean, I have a private wish list for Amazon, but I think there's not a whole lot I really need to buy anymore. There's a couple things I have my eye on vantoys.com, which I will probably be ordering at some point, but one of them's kind of a big purchase, so it'll be a while before I can afford that. But yeah, I don't really need stuff. You know, I just buy the things that I really know that I want, and at this point, I'm pretty much almost there. There's maybe just 3 things that I would kind of like for the van. That's it. I mean, I'm pretty set with everything. And of those 3 things, there's only really one thing that I need. The other things are just kind of more for comfort for me. Thank you, Soul Sister. You like the Serrano Yellowbird too, Barbara? That one has been my favorite for most of the time, but it's just been recently that I've been doing the jalapeno one more lately. I use it like ketchup. You know, I put it on eggs. I shouldn't say I put ketchup on eggs, should I? Because people will make fun of me. But I put it on everything. Potatoes, everything. Yeah, Susan, thanks. People recommend that. That's a lot harder than you would think it would be. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate that, Holly. Hey, Russell. I'm doing okay. Yeah, I hope to get up there. I haven't had any of that Batdorf and Bronson in a while. Or Dancing Goats. I think it's the same company, right? Emil, I do not miss my old van. That thing barely ran and it caused me all kinds of trouble. I have fond memories of it. I'm very happy that I had it. I don't miss it one bit. Oh, Barbara, thank you. You shouldn't be tipping, Barbara. You're working. Ace of Spades, I don't have a hot water heater, no. That is something I could maybe try to do. We can leave out any Hollywood references, please, or we will see me get upset. So no Hollywood talk, please. Laura, how are you doing, Laura? You're doing your first minivan overnight, Michelle. That sounds great. You're giving somebody Yellowbird? Is Am I understanding that right? Minivan Nomad, I don't think Yellowbird sells to Canada. I mean, get whatever you want up there, but I think they'll ship up there, but I don't think any stores carry it. They're a small company, so, you know, I'm sure they have their eyes on expanding, but I don't think it's being sold up there yet. Ah, Karen. Karen, you troublemaker. It is cozy in here, Ace of Spades. I had the windows, or I had the doors open earlier, but it's windy outside, so thank you, Lush. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you. Oh, I see, Michelle. I see what you're saying. Okay, cool. Hey, refreshing word of the day. How are you? Oh, thank you, Wanda. I hope you're enjoying your coffee too. Oh, okay, it is the same, Russell. Okay, I thought those two companies were the same, but it's been so long since I've been there or bought any of that. I have a preference for Olympia coffee roasters. It's one of my favorite roasters. So usually when I get up to that area, I just stop at Olympia Coffee Roasters, one of them somewhere, and get coffee there. And then I just kind of ignore everybody else. Yeah, Frank, that's that glass metal AeroPress. They're making it in limited runs. They've been selling it for months now. I think almost a year. So if you want it, I think you have to kind of buy it as soon as they announce that they have some out, and then they run out. I wouldn't want a glass one in my van. If it were all stainless steel, maybe, possibly, but I just don't want glass in here. I've had too many things break. But yeah, I mean, a glass AeroPress is kind of an interesting idea. BB and John, you're thinking about cutting the roof of your town and country? Why not just get a full-size van? I mean, at that point, because you're going to need new shocks, you're going to need all kinds of things to stiffen that up, or you're going to get body roll, when you go around a corner. I don't know. Aldi's organic. I haven't had any coffee that I really liked at Aldi's. I've tried several, but I haven't really liked them. Although, from what I've heard, they sell different coffees in different areas. Hey, Steve, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. Well, Steve, I had time to do the research, so the research was easy to do. Dan Golf, yeah, I do have some ASMR videos. I do have a second channel that is ASMR only. although I've been kind of neglecting that because it's been hard to just get videos up on this channel. So I've not gotten anything new up on the other channel. Some instant coffee's fine occasionally. I miss the, uh-oh, my light went out. I think it overheated. There went our, well, we'll try it again. I think it's overheated. Yeah, it is overheated. Dominique, I've really just been making simple stuff. Lots more chili, lots of enchiladas, because I've been able to get corn tortillas easily lately. So I haven't really been doing anything too fancy. I need to make some more. I got a craving for buttermilk biscuits last night, but I didn't get up to make them. I do talk a little bit, Jupiter Hall, about how I make my videos. I do have one video that shows kind of the equipment that I use. That video needs to be updated because there's been some things that have changed, but I mean, it's all pretty much still the same. Ryan, the Shadowflex panels are fantastic. Yeah, I really like them. They work great. I was parked under a huge tree that was covering both of the panels, and I was still getting 80 watts each on both of them in. And I was looking at the shade just from inside the van. I was thinking there's no way that they'd be producing any power. 80 watts each. I don't know how that was working. I'm still scratching my head over that, but you know, that's one of the reasons that I really like them. These are Trader Joe's bags behind me, yeah. Chippy wants more cooking videos. Okay, I can try to do that, Chippy. Earthquake? What earthquake? Was there a recent earthquake or that one a few days ago? Russell, drink what you like. The best cup of coffee is the coffee that you like to drink. So if you like Folgers Instant, that's totally fine. I'm not going to try to steal that away from you. But if you like it, keep on drinking it. Why would the light overheat? It's not a professional light. It's just, maybe I unplugged it. That could be too. Maybe I moved around and unplugged it. Nope. Oh, there we go. I don't know, one of the two. It either overheated or maybe I unplugged it somehow. It is pretty hot though. Steve, I don't really have any plans on going east. I've got so many places I want to see here on the West Coast that I just really want to kind of hit some of the places I wasn't able to go to with the old van, because the old van was so limited on places that it could drive, that now that I have a van that I feel comfortable driving places, there are so many places I want to see here on the West Coast. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Have you been making those biscuits, Dominique? I wasn't making them for a while because the van wasn't set up. I just didn't have a good space to do it. But now that I'm set up, I should get back to it. I bought some bread the other day, sourdough bread, and of course, you know, it was ridiculously expensive. And I thought I could have just made my own biscuits, you know. Not exactly sourdough bread, but, you know, I could have made them myself. She took the long way home. How are you? Oh, didn't you tell me that? I think you left a message about that. I mean, I guess that's a slight inconvenience that they closed down the showers at Fort Worden, but I mean, I kind of see why, because there were a lot of people that were just kind of hanging out in them. There was one day when I was there, the last time I was there, that it was some lady that was just, she was like living in there. And I kept waiting to try to get in. There was a big long line of us waiting to get in. I'm not a big sandwich fan, Sarah, and PB&J is kind of not on my not on my list of sandwiches that I like. Actually, I shouldn't say I'm not a big sandwich fan. I do like grilled cheese, so I guess I do like sandwiches. How far behind am I? Oh, not too bad. I'm trying to scan through as quick as I can so that I don't miss too many things, but I can see from what people are writing, I'm missing a lot of stuff. So again, I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. Christina, I had to wrap up the salt lamp. I'm not sure it's going to make an appearance in this van because it corroded and rusted out a bunch of stuff in the old van, so I don't really want to set it up in this van, but we'll see. The only way you can eat scrambled eggs is with ketchup and some hot sauce. Why not just the hot sauce, Miss Sassy Pants? Although I don't mind ketchup on eggs. Although I can't remember the last time I bought any ketchup. I just don't buy it anymore. Eric, those showers are legit. If you haven't seen those, I think I've recorded them on my channel. Port Townsend, incredible. Those are really nice in there. And they were free, which is why they got overrun. Oh yeah, Dominique, I mean, you know, that recipe that I was using, you're basically making your own self-rising flour, because, you know, self-rising flour is just, for every cup of flour, it's one tablespoon of baking powder and half a teaspoon of salt, although I don't usually put that much salt in when I'm making self-rising flour, but that's all self-rising flour is. So that recipe that I was using for those biscuits, you know, you're basically just mixing up the self-rising flour and, you know, by yourself. That sounds like a nice trip, Russell. Hope you enjoy it. I've been to Vancouver Island years and years ago. I was a little kid. I barely remember it. It's one of the many places that I want to visit here on the West Coast. Of course, that's a little different because I'm not Canadian, so I can't quite easily just go over. Hey, Raven is here. Nice to see you, Raven. Brittany is here. Brittany, there's a workaround for those showers. I would not write it off totally. The last time I was there, I got tired of waiting for people to vacate the showers, so I just walked down to the camping side and used those, and it was totally fine. Nobody cared. Oh, thank you, Linda Green. I am enjoying the heck out of this fan. $47 a month Canadian. That's not bad for to have access to a shower, I don't think. Oh, I got it down here. I was drinking it, but I'm trying to read the comments, and they're going by much too quickly. So I was trying to focus on the comments and not the coffee. Sebastian, I don't really go too far east of the West Coast, at least not anytime soon. There's so many places I want to visit here on the West Coast. I'm focusing on that for a little while. Oh, they locked up the other showers too. Okay. Probably because of people like me that went and used them. Yeah, the coin thing in the showers is kind of annoying. Washington State got rid of all the coins, so they just made all the showers free, and then in Port Townsend, I guess they just got overrun, so they closed them down. There are other places near Port Townsend that would have showers too, unless they've closed them all down. Although they would close them down occasionally during the winter time, and then they'd open them back up in the spring. So I kind of wonder if there's some of that going on too, maybe. I do not miss my old van at all, no. I have a van that runs now, so I like this one much better. Tomorrow is Earth Day. Your second favorite. I think I know what your favorite holiday is, Raven, without you needing to tell us. Hey Sam, I hope your full calf is tasty and good. My decaf is actually really good. I can't taste the difference with this Ragamuffin decaf. It tastes just like regular coffee to me. Hey Jason, how's it going, dude? I hope you're doing all right. I hope you found new and gainful employment. But thanks for stopping in. It's nice to hear from you. Yeah, I'd still like to rip the headliner out, meow. It's just going to be a big job, so I've been putting it off. Oh, thank you, Denise. I'm glad I'm able to help you relax. That's what I'm here for. Oh, you've been winging the measurements, Dominique. Hey, as long as it turns out right. I have no eye for judging stuff like that, so that's why I just weigh everything out now that I've got the coffee scale. Hey, Angela. I'm good. How are you? Cynthia, the closed captioning will come up once this video goes once we end the live and the video gets put up by YouTube, they'll put a closed captioning up. Sometimes it can take about an hour. So if you want to watch and read the closed captioning, just wait about an hour after. They're closed for good. Wow. They mean business, don't they? It's still a nice place, though. As long as they don't shut the water off. Oh, happy birthday, Shelley. A day ahead, but, you know, happy birthday. Thank you, Diesel Therapy. It's very nice of you. I don't know what that... Is that a lemon laughing? I've never been to Europe. I've been out of the U.S. I've been to Mexico and I've been to Canada. So I've done a little bit of traveling. 7 Mile Line, Grandma's not going to be on the channel, but you know, you get to see her handiwork. I mean, she made that rear window cover that we can all see for years to come, hopefully anyway. Jay Hill, yeah, I actively avoided the Siennas with the sunroof. They jut down in, so I'd have less headroom. So I did not want a sunroof. Plus, I mean, I've got solar panels up there, so kind of covers up the sunroof. So it's not really a help for me to have a sunroof up there. Thank you. It shut off for a minute, and I thought it overheated, which maybe it did, but I think maybe I pulled the cord out, and the battery ran out. So we didn't have purple for a little bit there, but we're back on now. Oh, thank you, Nick. Oh, and you're drinking light roast too, Nick. Awesome. I'm glad you like the AeroPress. Oh, and the Steresso grinder too. Wow, okay, cool. Glad to hear you like them both. Hey, DRC Motorsports, how's it going? Have I camped around Carmel? I don't think so. I don't think so. Hey, Jason, thanks. Slim Potato Head is retiring? I don't follow him. I mean, I know who he is, but what do you mean retiring? Is he not making videos anymore? That would be odd. Why wouldn't he just make videos? Hey, Lindy Marie. My favorite place for van life travels, Northern California. And there's a few places in Northern California. I really like Truckee, although I probably won't go back anytime soon, just because that's a drive. But pretty much anywhere on the coast in Northern California is my favorite. Well, thank you, Dwayne. Maybe you should just pack up everything and live in a van, right? Maybe that's the answer. Jay, Colorado is really far from the Pacific Ocean. I try to stay as close to the Pacific as possible. There's your answer. Jenny Strauss, I don't use any apps. Well, I guess I do. I use Google Maps, but I am anti-stealth. So I'm never stealthy. I go as far out of my way to make sure that everybody around me, wherever I park, knows that I'm in my van. So like I talk to the people that live on the block that I'm parking on. I try to move around. I leave my doors open. I play YouTube loud so that people know that I'm inside. I'm anti-stealth. I'm never stealthy, ever. But I just use Google Maps. I just look on Google Maps and look for safe places to park that hopefully don't have too much traffic. And then I try to check them out. And sometimes they turn out to be good. Sometimes they don't. But yeah, all I use is Google Maps. Jennifer from Frank, Pacifica. I know of Pacifica, but I've never actually stopped there. I'm not real crazy about San Francisco. I like North Bay and up. It's just too busy for me in San Francisco. The traffic's always crazy down there. You're getting a new grocery outlet in Marysville. Wow, that's pretty cool. What did I miss? Oh. My two mods, Barbara and Raven, are talking about working. If you miss something, you miss something. It's not a big deal. We're all just here to chat. Ooh, pizza does sound very good right now. Nice to see you, Amy. Yeah, I'm trying to stay cool. I guess I've been staying cool lately, mostly. It was pretty hot when I was in LA, I'll tell you that much. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but some of the questions are a little silly. Some of the questions are a little silly. I'm reading them and then just going on to the next question because I don't know how to answer some of these questions. It's been getting like this more and more, and I swear that it's either AI or bots or whatever you want to call it that are leaving goofy questions on my videos lately. And basically I read them and sometimes I understand what they're saying, but they're just silly, so I don't bother replying. Sometimes I read them and I can't figure out what they're trying to say. The comments are just getting to be nutty lately. Yeah, Jupiter Hall, Carmel's nice, and Monterey. I've stayed there, both places, and that's a very nice area. Hard to find a parking spot though in that area. It's just wall-to-wall cars, so you got to really hunt and search around to get a parking spot. I'm happy to be a Toyota owner, I guess, Jay. I don't know if I'm overjoyed, but I mean, it's a nice van. Oh, the chat is picking up. Am I hating the windows? Yeah, yes, Eric, I'm hating the windows, but I knew that I would. But the fact of the matter is, this van starts up and it runs, and it takes me wherever I want to go. So the windows is kind of a small price to pay to have a van that actually works. Even though this van is older than my last van, This van is so much better shape than my last van, but you know, Toyota, that's all you got to say, right? Ryan, no, I just use my iPad. I don't have all that fancy stuff. I use my phone and my iPad, and that's it. Huh? There's a really silly comment. I guess I won't read it, but that one's pretty insane. Well, thank you, Imperfect. It's nice to see you. Yeah, Kermit, people are getting to be nutty. Although I still say that it's I think a lot of the comments are bots. I really do. Or maybe that's AI that people are pushing out. And I do notice that YouTube, you know, YouTube searches for that kind of stuff, and so they will boot the people that are acting like bots. So I do notice, like, they'll go through and purge, you know, a bunch of those out, and then, you know, they come back, of course. But yeah, it's just getting to be strange. Seattle's big and condensed downtown. Ace of Spades, yeah, it definitely is. That's another hard place to find a parking spot at night, is downtown Seattle. I've never parked downtown Seattle overnight because it's just too difficult. Alex, I don't know if Bend is van life friendly. I think it is, although I know that some of the like forest areas outside of BLM have been shut down. So I don't know if that's a van life thing or if that's something else. Hey, Nomadic Artist, how are you? Nice to see you. Well, you've had some problems with your Toyota Moon buggy. That's too bad to hear. Hey, Patty N, how are you? Tina the Outsider, how are you? Norma, I am enjoying my coffee. Thank you. Oh, you like Santa Rosa too, RJM? Awesome. There's so many people that think that I don't like Santa Rosa, and I'm like, you know, I've made several videos about it, and I've spent almost 2 full winters in Santa Rosa. I kind of like it. Santa Rosa's a really nice town. Petaluma is even better. If you're still in the area, check out Petaluma. Is my van a hybrid? No, my van is a 2013. No, it's not a hybrid. People are strange. Yes, people are strange. Well, I think the computer program bots are especially strange. Hello. Yeah, I do really like the topper. We were talking about that earlier. I'm very happy with it. Very, very happy with it. Thank you, Laura. I hope you have a nice evening as well. Hello, Cat C. You know, I think the Olympics are always calling, Mr. Adams. Although I have a friend that lives in the Olympics, and she was saying it was getting kind of hot. So I'm not quite sure I want to run right up there right now. Mary Jane, I hope I don't end up back in a house someday. No, I hope not. I hope I can keep this van going for as long as possible. And if I can't, then hopefully there will be another van I can move into. Hey, Julie Marie, how are you? Oh, thanks, John Michael. Yeah, you definitely need to winterize, John Michael, if you're in Alberta. Absolutely. I try to stay where it's not quite so cold. Hey, Dave 49. I am not stealthy. I just got done saying a little spiel about that. I am anti-stealth. I need to make a video. Like, I am anti-stealth. I say it all the time, and I don't think anybody believes me that I'm anti-stealth. I do as much as I possibly can to not be stealthy. You got to talk to the people that you're parked, you know, on their street. You got to talk to them. You got to let them know, I live in my van, I'm parked right there. You got to do it. You have to do it. It's what I've been doing for the last, 7, 8 years now. You know, I did try the stealth thing at first, and it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible trying to be stealthy. And then I found out that there's no such thing as stealth. Everybody that I thought I was hiding away from and being stealthy, they all knew I was living in my van anyway. So when I found that out, it's like, this is ridiculous. I'm uncomfortable. This is uncomfortable. I'm not going to be stealth anymore. And now I've gone the other way where I'm anti-stealth. I like tell everybody around, I'm in my van. I live in that van right there. Talk to the people on the street. Oh, yeah, John Michael, I remember you. I don't think I answered you on that. I figure, well, I really don't like the whole membership thing. To me is kind of, you know, it's nice that everybody is supporting me, and you know, without it I would not be able to do this. But I don't know, I'm feeling a little funny about it. Have a nice night, Chippy. Sleep well, and have a good day tomorrow. Nomadic Artist, the solar's working great. It's absolutely fantastic. Although I haven't been a lot of rain since I put them in. I've just had a few days here and there of rain, but I'm super impressed with them. I was planning on getting a third panel, and I'm not even sure I'm going to need one because they're working so well. I should make a video on what, Noreen? Oh, on the stealth thing? Yeah. Yeah, stealth is definitely a good way to get in trouble because you're acting weird and people are noticing that you're looking weird and acting weird, and that's why they call the cops. But if you just are like, hey, I'm living in my van and I'm parked here on your block today, they're like, oh, okay. They're usually really nice about it. I had one guy that wasn't very nice about it, and I made a video about that. But you know, most people are really nice about it. Yep. If Miss Sassy Pants, if people know that that you're living in your van and you're just being open about it, they're totally okay with it. They're totally okay with it. It's the stealthy thing, because you're skulking around, you're lurking around, and they can't figure out, like, what are you doing? It happens to me all the time. I look and I see somebody like skulking around, and I'm thinking, like, what are they up to? Are they trying to break into someplace? And then I realize, oh, they're a van lifer and they think that they're being stealthy, but they're not. It makes them look bad. And that's why people call the cops. Stealth is illusion unless you're a ninja. I don't think I'm a ninja. Norma Burris, I've been on the East Coast. I actually lived on the East Coast for a few years, and I kind of had my fill, honestly. So I look at all the time that I spent on the East Coast. I'm trying to make up the time of all the stuff that I missed here on the West Coast, if that makes sense. It's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to catch up on. So maybe I'll go to the East Coast at some point, but I've got a long list of places to visit here on the West Coast before I leave the West Coast. Lucius, you can just take it to a car wash and pressure wash it off. I've had that on my old van, especially when I was up in Seattle, working up there for the 4 years. I would get a little bit of green moss on it, but I just go to the car wash and use that good strong jet, and it would just blast it right off of there. No, I don't think I could be a ninja. I used to wear all black, but I haven't been doing that lately. Lindy Marie, the safety reasons, you are definitely safer if people know that you're in your van. You know, I recommend to people, if you're in a town that you're just not sure about, park near the police station or the sheriff's station and leave your door open. Let them know that you're in the van. They're not going to bother you. But if they see you in there, then they'll keep an eye on you. I've done that several times. I've gotten to some places where I just kind of sketched out. Like, I saw some guys that had just broken into something, I don't know what, but they were carrying stuff and they were running down the street. And so I parked near the police station, you know, and I left my door open while I made my dinner. And, you know, that way they know I'm in there, they know I'm in my van, and they keep a good eye out on me, because, you know, I got to sleep at some point, right? So it's nice to have somebody watching out if I'm going to be asleep. Hey, Charlene, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Moonbuggy, have a nice night. I'm starting to get uncomfortable. That means we've probably been on here for hours and hours. Eric, no, I have not been ticketed. That's illegal for them to do that, so nobody would do that. Otherwise, they could be sued, because it's federally illegal to do that, so no. Vanessa, I have a whole video on how I get deliveries and mail. Generally, I don't get a whole lot of snail mail anymore. Has it been an hour and a half already? Wow, okay. But yeah, I've got a video that kind of goes over all of that. If you go to my channel page and then go to playlists, and it's in the important videos playlist. That's what the playlist is called, the important videos. And it's not really an issue anymore. It was a little harder when I first started van life, but it's not really been an issue anymore. I usually only put out one video for multiple reasons. It could even be because of cell service. You know, I don't have Starlink, and I don't have a place to go. I don't like going to a place to upload videos. So you know, sometimes it can just be a service issue. I am going to try to get a little bit more out. You know, maybe more than one a week out. But I don't really want to commit to that because it's always the same thing. There's always issues going on. Cell service is a big one though for me, but it does take me a long time to edit. You know, I'm not Chrome. I can't edit like just knock them out. I'm not that good at it. I'm not good at it at all, but you know, you understand what I'm saying. I am pushing the limits, Eric. I am pushing the limits. Hey, Jay Bratt, how's it going, man? I hope you're kidding, Jay. I have not been taking too many walks lately, but I'm hoping to get back to doing that soon. Oh, Don, thank you so much. Yeah, I am super duper comfy at night. The new mattress has been good. What's in these bags? These are all my clothes because I don't have any storage really in the van. So I just have these bags to hold my clothes so that they don't fall over. Raven, you have a one-track mind. Do I outsource my editing? No, I'll never do that. That's something that Chrome says too. He'll never allow anybody to edit his videos. I get probably at least a dozen emails a week of people saying, oh, your videos are terrible. I can help you. Let me edit your videos. They actually say that, you know. It's kind of funny. I mean, not all of them say that, but that's a big tactic with a lot of them. They say, oh, you know, your videos are terrible. I could do so much better. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you could, but nobody's editing my videos except for me. Hey, Jian from Philippines. Wow, what time is it over there? I have a friend that lives in the Philippines now, and every once in a while I need to text him, and then I think, wait a minute, how can I text him? I don't know what time it is over there. Yeah, packing cubes for clothes is a good idea. I'm hoping to get a shelf in at some point so that I can not have to deal with the bags anymore, but the bags are working well for me now. And they're cheap. They're like $2 each at Trader Joe's. More than one video a week is stressful, yeah. I did it for a while. A couple years ago, I just decided I'm going to do 2 videos a week. And oh my goodness, it was It was super stressful. It seemed like I was always behind. Well, Julie, that's just what they say because they're trying to get you to, to hire them to do your videos. Like, I know my editing could be better, right? I'm no Chrome, right? Chrome is a master at editing videos and making thumbnails. All that stuff takes tons of time. But it's just it's a lot of time. It's not something I'm good at. I know somebody else could do it better, but I'm not going to let anybody else do it. But it's just funny that they just say whatever they can say to try to get your attention. Oh, Madison Ray is here. I didn't see you before. Everybody sneaks in because I'm too slow reading the chat, trying to keep up. I don't think I am keeping up anyway. Oh, 9 in the morning in Philippines, okay. I think I Googled last time to ask, I just asked, what time is it in the Philippines right now? And I thought, okay, I can text him now, probably. Hello, TJ and Ollie. How's it going? Oh, hey, Veet. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you. Life's been pretty good. Thank you. Actually, JK, my views drop the more videos I put up. So actually, no. But, I do understand that people watch my videos to fall asleep to, and so they they would like more videos. So that's the only reason I would really like to do more. But I wasn't knocking my own videos, guys. I was just saying that, that's just what the emails say that I get constantly. Oh, thank you, Miguel. That's very nice of you. Hope you're doing good. Nice to see you. Annette, hello, how are you? Rocky Brook Falls in Brennan. No, I've never heard of Rocky Brook Falls. Oh, you went to Catkin. Nice. That place is so good. Such a nice couple, too. They're just a young couple that run Catkin Coffee in this tiny little town. Just a fantastic place. All pers and paws, how are you? Oh, Trish. Nice to see you, Trish. Oh, Jupiter Hall, yeah. You know what? I could bring back my coffee chat series of videos where it's just me sitting and drinking coffee, and I get out my mic and try to mind the audio a little bit better, but maybe I'll do that. Those take me a long time too, believe it or not, because there's a lot of editing to those that you'd be surprised how long they take. Oh, thank you, Patty. Oh, hi, Scott Nemo. Another person from the Philippines. All right. Hey, Jefferson Space. How's it going, man? I am obsessed with coffee, Ace of Spades. I do know that. Although I haven't been drinking a whole lot of coffee lately. I've been in hot areas and then, you know, I don't drink as much when it's hot. Oh, Madison Ray, thank you so much. It's very nice of you. Candy, yeah, I keep the window covers up all the time. The old van didn't have any windows at all, so you know they weren't covered. It was just a sheet metal. So I kind of got used to not having the windows to look out of, so it's not a big deal for me. Hey, Karen from New Mexico, how are you? Thank you, Pat. Good morning, Penguin. Well, Michelle, I make coffee every video, so I guess you get your fill of that, watching me make coffee. JK, I read your question that cafe in Washington that had unique food. Was it Marlene's part, like the little cafe in the health food store that I went to? I'm not sure which cafe you're talking about. It could have been Marlene's. There's two Marlene's locations. One is in Tacoma, and the other is in Federal Way, or as my ex-cop friend calls it, Felony Way. I actually like Federal Way, but some people don't. Oh, thank the lighting. Yeah, I'm glad everybody likes the lighting. Guess it was good that I set it up, right? Am I coming through? Is that Phoenix? PDX? Is that Phoenix? Probably not. I used to really like Phoenix, or no, Portland, right? Portland. I'm thinking Portland. I'm saying Phoenix. PDX is Portland, right? Probably not. I usually just drive through if I am driving through Portland. I don't usually stop. Hey, Grumpy Uncle, have a good night and get that laundry taken care of. Central. Kermit, you know, I don't have any problem with Central Oregon. I had that one issue with that guy that I don't know if everybody knows this, but I talked to a guy the night before. He was perfectly nice, chatty and everything, and then the next morning he called the cops on me. And then I made a video, you know, where I was standing talking to him, saying, you know, don't visit this place. I did that because I was talking to him. He was waiting. He was just standing there watching me, waiting for me to leave. But, you know, I haven't really had any other issues in Oregon. It's hard to find a place to park, though, in Oregon. Always. They're just weird in Oregon about parking overnight. Yeah, thanks for mentioning that, TJ. I'll look it up. Blaze, I know I'm not really sleeping better. I've never had an issue sleeping, but definitely a little bit more comfortable with the new mattress topper. Yeah, see, Bernie, I agree with you. You know, they're there to protect us, so let them protect us, right? They just got to know that, you know, we're in our van and all. Jefferson Space, yeah, absolutely. White was a priority. I did think about getting a different color van. There was a gray one that I really liked, but then I just realized that it's just going to be too hot. David M, I don't really follow her, and I don't know where Baghdad Cafe is. Foreign guy who owned it had limited hours of operation. I'm sorry, JK, I can't think of what that is. Anybody else? Does that ring a bell with anybody else? I don't know. Hey, Kenny Bridges, how's it going, man? Oh, Dong, is it bad for trucker parking too, Oregon? Yeah. Yeah, it's just hard to park in Oregon, on the coast anyway. I mean, it's tight. You know, it's tight for parking, so I know they have to keep that in mind. It's just like being in a big city, you know, it's tight for parking, so there's more parking restrictions. Like, I understand, you know, there's only so much space, so they do whatever they can to try to make it fair for everybody, but, you know, it does make it harder for us if we're trying to park at night. Hey, Marley. Oh, thanks, Charlene. No, I don't have my own website, just YouTube. Do I collect and drink rainwater? No, I don't. Actually, my Berkey filter is not being used at the moment, so that would be very hard for me to clean it up to get it drinkable. Hey, night, Ricky Lee. Have a nice night. Well, sleep well, Debbie. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, that's nice to hear, Jelly Marie. And it's good to know that you're liking the light roast too. Hey, Explorer Steve. Nice to see you, buddy. I'm still working a little here and there. I'm not retired. I've got bills. This month I've had quite some bills, but you know how that goes. Taxes. I had to do my taxes this month. I did my taxes really late too. It was right there at the end. So, yeah, this has not been a great month. But you know, that's the way it goes. Will any of us ever retire? I don't think I will ever retire. Karen, I was just talking about that. I am anti-stealth. I'm totally against being stealthy. I do as much as I can to not be stealthy, but I like to spend my day outside. So the size of the van doesn't make any difference to me. As long as I can sleep comfortably, that's all I really need the van to do. And then I spend my day outside. So, you know, there's no need for me to have a big van. It's just a waste of space for me. You had pizza, Raven? Aw, now I want pizza. I'm in Oregon now? No, I'm not in Oregon. I was talking about something that happened a couple of years back. Maybe a couple of years? I don't know. More than a year back. Yeah, sorry, JK. It's not ringing a bell. I don't eat out very often, so that would have probably been a very old video because I very rarely eat out anymore. So it's probably going to be one that's going way back. I had fried potatoes and a burger for lunch. Well, late lunch, early dinner, so I'm not quite sure I'm going to eat dinner later. We'll see. I'll probably just snack a little bit for dinner. Well, Eric, that's the point of my videos, you know. That's why I make them. Is to help you drift off to sleep. So that's not offensive at all. I like hearing that because that means I'm doing what I'm setting out to do. Skyfire Zoe, yeah, Black Rifle, I think they like good deep flavor on their coffee, right? I haven't tried it because it's all dark roast and I just don't like dark roast, so I haven't actually tried it. Mariana Sharp, yeah, this is live. We are currently live. The chat is rolling at the moment. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Sophie. Used to work in Death Valley. Ooh. Wow. Hey, Data Geek. I'm sleeping really well, actually. I have never had trouble sleeping in my van. Ever. But I am a bit more comfortable, I think, with the new mattress. The size of this van being bigger doesn't make any difference with my sleep because, you know, when I'm asleep, I don't know the size of the room I'm in. But my new mattress topper is working out really well. You tried Yellowbird for the first time? Awesome. Excellent. Davis? I haven't been to Davis since I was a little kid. It's kind of hot there for a long period of the year, so I tend to stay away from hot areas. Oh, Jason Cope, thank you so much. It's very nice of you. You know, I did have a thing going with Yellowbird for a while, that if people used my link and bought Yellowbird from their site, I would get a little money, and it was really cool. But then they've stopped doing that. They said that it just was prohibitive for them. They're such a tiny company that it just was too much for them to keep doing. But it was really cool while it lasted. I still talk about them just as much as I did back then, just because, you know, I've just kind of transitioned to, you know, I'm not doing the sponsorship things anymore. I'm just talking about stuff that I buy myself with my own money. So, you know, I talk about them because I buy a lot of it and I eat a lot of it. Yellowbird's just really good stuff, and I like the company. I like what they're doing. I hope I don't have to give up on van life getting baked, but van life for me is about 10 to 15% less expensive than renting. So it's not, I don't do this for the money, because it's not, 10% is nothing. But I definitely am living a lot better. Walker's Wood? I've never heard of that sauce. You went to school in Davis. Yeah. You know, people don't realize how hot it is out there. And, you know, like they think California and they think that it's, you know, it's all near the beach. But yeah, it's hot. It is an oven. Hey, Shonda, how are you? Every time you see Yellowbird, you think of me. That's good, I guess. Yeah, Linda Green, I won't buy those bottles at Walmart. They're just too small. I don't like the way it's hard to get, they're hard to squeeze, so it's hard to get the last of the sauce out of them. So for me, it's just not, I don't shop in Walmart anyway, so it's like I have to drive out of my way to go to Walmart. So then by the time I do that, it's not any cheaper than me just picking it up at another store. I bought the last several bottles from REI lately because they're only $6 a bottle at REI. But you know, you got to be around an REI to make that work. Hey, Rich, welcome. My videos are the epitome of not crumb. That's funny. I guess that's okay. You know, it's funny how we get along so well, Crumb and I, and yet, yeah, I know our videos are not very much alike. Although we watch each other's videos, you know. Oh, thank you, Auburn. I appreciate that. Oh, Cali Kid, yeah, Buena Luz Bakery. Did I get a breakfast sandwich from them? I thought I only got coffee and some bread. I think I bought coffee and some bread there, but that might be it. That's the one with the young lady that had a ProMaster City like my old van, and she was painting a mural on the side of that building. You might be right about that. You think of me when you see Yellowbird too? Everybody thinks of me when they see Yellowbird. Is it nice? Is Davis nice in the winter? I need to get back there. Maybe. I don't mind the gloomy. REI has less stores now. Have they closed stores? I know they're having trouble, but I didn't know they've closed any stores. Have a nice night, Michael. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, hey, Wymie. Nice to see you. Thank you, James Style. It's nice to see you. Thank you. Do you feel like you're inside when you're in the van at night, like similar to being in an apartment? Well, when I'm asleep, the 12 hours or so that I'm asleep, I have no idea where I'm at, because I don't wake up for anything. When I fall asleep, when I lay down, I fall asleep pretty much instantaneously, and then I'm out for 12 hours. I have no idea what's going on around me. I think I'm always aware that I'm in a van, because I can't do anything quickly in here. You can't move quick. You can't like when I'm making coffee, if I move too quickly, I end up dumping coffee or spilling something. So, I'm definitely aware that, I'm in a smaller space. I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily. And then when I'm awake, I usually have a door open, so it doesn't feel like I'm actually inside anywhere. It feels like I'm outside. I don't know if that answered your question, James. I went around in circles there. Well, that is what I do. You think of me when you're thinking about what coffee to buy from the store. Don't do that, Raven. Think about what you want to drink, because you're the one that's drinking it, right? The best coffee is the coffee that you like to drink. Mariana, no, I don't have any trouble eating spicy stuff at all. The hot stuff I can't really take too much, the super hot stuff, but that's why I just normally only buy the Yellowbird Serrano and jalapeno, because those aren't really very spicy. The Serrano's spicier than the jalapeno. The jalapeno is kind of more sweet than anything else, but they're not spicy. But even the spicy stuff I don't have a problem with. When I make my enchiladas, I make them super spicy because I like them to be super spicy. Oh, hello from Hiroshima. Nice of you to stop in. Lisa, how are you? Oh, you went to Fogline on Friday. Cool. I hope you liked the light roast. Yeah, it is weird. The first time I went there, I didn't realize where it was. I parked in the front, and then I realized, oh, I'm in the wrong spot. And I drove and drove and drove and drove and finally got back there. I usually try to go to the Arcata Farmers Market, though. That's because it's so much easier. And then there's a place that sells really good beef, and I forget the name because it's been so long since I've been to the farmers market. I think they're from Ferndale. I really like their beef, so I try to buy beef from them. I try to buy coffee from Fogline when I can, just easier than trying to go to their roastery. Plus, I always feel like I'm bothering him because every time I go, he's usually super busy running around. I wish I knew why I slept so much, guys. I don't know. I'd like to sleep less so I can get more done during the day, but I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully we'll figure that out soon. Hey, Marianne Riley, how are you? Hi, Deli Cat. Oh, I did answer your question. Okay, good. I thought I got off on a tangent there, James, but as long as I answered your question, good. Living on a bicycle, that would save a lot of money. You know, owning a vehicle is just a money pit. It doesn't matter if you've got a Toyota or not, it's just a money pit. Yeah, there is a lot of good coffee out there. And you know, that's the thing, Raven, you do have to kind of risk it a little bit. I will, once in a while, I will buy coffee out of the bulk, and I'll just buy like a quarter of a pound of it if I'm not quite sure. But buying out of bulk, you know, you never quite know if it's fresh or not. I think that's the more risky part of that. But if you're only buying a quarter of a pound, or you know, even less than a quarter of a pound, then you're not really out that much money. But that's one thing I like to do, if I can. Cat Van Du, yeah. So I haven't been in the Arcaded Farmers Market in a long time. It's been months, right? But he used to always have a booth at the farmers market. So I would just always go. For a while, I was going every week and buying a bag every week, which was really cool. But you know, his stuff is pricey, you know, because it's like super premium quality stuff. So I was trying to not do that quite so much. But lately, I think it was late last year when I started to do that. I was buying like a bag from him, and then another bag from another local place in Humboldt, so that was a little cheaper, so that I wasn't spending quite so much money on coffee. Because that's the thing with super premium coffee. It's like, it's not the coffee you should be drinking every single day, but you need to have another lower priced coffee that you can kind of rely on for your daily. So I think he should still be at the farmers market, but I don't know. Does the Arcaded Farmers Market run year round? Well, actually, it should be running now, right? Because the weather's better. I don't know. I'm asking questions I can't answer. But he should be at the farmers market, Fogline. Oh, you still like the muddy waters? Giddy up better. Lisa, you're killing me. You know, that's why there's all that coffee to be sold and to be had, right? Because we all like what we like. Hey, Jeremy, the new mattress is fantastic. I'm really liking it. Really, really liking it. It might be too comfortable. Hey, Ian Case. There's a lot that I do during the day, but every day is always different. It just depends on what I'm working on. I try to get as much outside time as I can. I try to spend as much time as I can outside, but that's not always possible depending on what I need to do. Well, Dominique, I'm kind of, well, it is nice that I'm able to sleep, yeah, but like at some point it would be nice if I could like sleep less. Nick the Sunbird, I'm not talking about places that I used to work at. It was a small company, and they actually moved to the East Coast a while back. It's been a few years now. I think they left, so they're not even around Seattle anymore. Susan, I can believe that. I didn't start drinking coffee seriously until I was like in my 30s, I think. You know, it was just coffee because I didn't get any buzz out of the caffeine, so it didn't make any sense to me why everybody's drinking coffee in the morning. But then I realized that I like the taste of good coffee, and that's when I started to drink it. Utopian, I'm hoping to get back to Seattle State. I probably won't go to Seattle itself, but, you know, I'll be back in Seattle State at some point. Oh yeah, Raina. See, that's the way to get it. If you know that it's constantly being used, then that's a great way to get coffee out of a bulk section. There's a few stores that I shop in certain areas, you know, that I'm in, that their bulk goes really quickly, so I don't mind buying coffee in bulk there. Same with bulk other stuff too. Hey, Chrissy, how are you? Well, Mercedes, as long as you're getting coffee you like to drink, that's all right. I like a good deal. I'll buy coffee if it's on sale, absolutely. Hey, Carolyn Riviera, I'm doing good. Grandma's okay. I'm not in LA anymore, but so I'm not at my grandmother's anymore, but yeah, she's doing good. Hey, Mo, thank you so much. Oh, you had trouble finding it too, Cat Van Du? Yeah. It is not that easy to find, but you know, they do sell it. Oh, Lisa says that they do the farmer's market year round in Arcata. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. I don't think he's at any of the other farmers markets. I think he just does the Arcata one because he's in Arcata. You know, his business is in Arcata, so it kind of makes sense for him to do the farmers market there. But I don't think he does any of the other. But you know, the other thing is they all the local stores there sell fog line as well. So I mean, it's not that hard to find it around. You don't have to go, you know, directly to their shop to get it if you're really looking for it. Grandma's doing good, Chrissy. No comments on your comment there, Raven, but I guess it's the same thing, isn't it? Vanity, yeah, I've got no issues with the sink. It's been working just fine lately. I think it's all done. I actually made another improvement to it, a small one. I don't think I've mentioned it on a regular video yet, though. Oh, hey, Ron, how's it going, man? Seattle State. Here we go. I have to call it Seattle State. I was talking to somebody the other day about the Olympics, and she thought I meant the sporting event. And I was like, no, Washington State. I guess she didn't know that there was Olympic mountains in Washington State. So, you know, that's the perfect example. I should just say Seattle whenever I'm talking about the whole area up there. Oh, thank you, Sophie's. Is that Sophie's Up or Sophie's UP? Do you live in the UP or is that Sophie's Up? You don't have to answer that, but thank you. Hey, Heather, whatever. Thanks. We lost the purple lights for a few minutes, but then I got them back on. I realized I had unplugged them. I don't know how I did that actually, but hey, Possum Fun and Frugal, how are you? Nice to see you. I do not have any interest, Max, in roasting my own coffee. That's that's an expensive thing to get started because there's a lot of work to know how to do that. It's an expensive thing to do until you know what you're doing, and that's not something I have the money to throw at. So, plus it's kind of a dirty thing to do because it produces a lot of smoke and oil and stuff. So it's messy. I wouldn't want to do it in a van. There was a couple that was roasting coffee out of a van. They had like a Class B old Dodge van, and they were doing that for work, like a little side job for a while. And then I think he tried to sell the business. I don't know if he actually did, but it just got to be too much for him. Oh, you have the same van as me, Possum? Okay, cool. Yeah, the Arcata Farmers Market is a really nice one. You never know. Some farmers markets are, just kind of so-so, but it's an actual real farmers market where there's actually stuff from the local farmers around. That's why I like it so much. I need to check out some of the others up there too, but it's just I started going mostly to the Arcata Farmers Market because of the Fogline coffee. That was pretty much it. And then I found that beef company that I started buying from. I can't remember the name of them. That's the trouble when I move around so much, I forget things about, what's that store called? What's that place called? I can't remember stuff anymore. If it weren't for Google Maps, I'd be lost most of the time. Hey, thank you, the Mad Camper. It's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Ooh, wow. Okay. Sorry to hear that your coffee has gone up. That's terrible. Hopefully you can find a second favorite. You try all the coffees I recommend, Bernie? That's nice of you. I just share what I like, but I do try to point out to people that I only like light roast coffee, and not everybody likes light roast coffee. In fact, most people don't. So as long as you know that the coffee I'm drinking is going to be super light roast stuff, because otherwise you're not going to like it. Oh, Santa Cruz, that must have been a nice trip. Oh, Eugene, cool. Huh. Oh, hello from Minnesota. How are you? Good night, Norma. Have a nice night. It's getting late, isn't it? Oh, is it Ferndale Meat Company? Oh, you're probably right. I knew it was something simple like that. The Ferndale Meat Company. I need to remember that. I'm trying to make a mental picture in my brain. See if I can remember that. I'm glad to hear you liking the Yellowbird, Jeremy. Yes, blacksmithing. That's what I need to do. Chrissy, I just use Google Maps. The van has a built-in GPS, but I don't know if it actually really works. It seems to work, but I haven't actually tried to use it to navigate anywhere. Well, you know, Mariana, I use Google Maps and I set pins, and then when you set a pin on Google Maps, you can put a note. So if it's like a parking spot that I want to remember, I'll put, you know, parking spot or whatever, you know. So when I get back to the area that I'm in, I just look at the little pin drops that I have on Google Maps, and then that refreshes my memory. But if I'm not in the area or I haven't been to the area in a while, then it's hard for me to recall off the top of my head because I've got that system set up that I just look at Google Maps when I get there. Oh, that's nice to hear, Possum. I'm glad that video that I did helped with your AeroPress. You know, there are better AeroPress videos out there. I just wanted to make one of my own just to show how I do it. Because, you know, not everybody likes to do it like the professional baristas do, because it gets a little too intense. There's just too much to do. I don't like doing it that way. I kind of try to keep it as simple as possible. Is that Sienna guzzling gas? I don't think so. It gets better mileage than my old van does by quite a bit. I think I'm getting 6 or 7 miles per gallon better in the Sienna than I was in the Ram. Yeah, Jefferson Space. I bought it from a larger dealership. I thought the same thing about the smaller dealers. They were all kind of sketch. You know, I mean, there's advantages and disadvantages both ways. There's a place in Arcata that has turkey and mashed potatoes and a waffle cone. Seriously? That's funny. Heavy cream and coffee is fantastic. I do that occasionally. Well, have a good night, Charlene. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, okay, Linda Green. That's what I assumed. I thought that it would need some kind of payment somehow, so that's why I didn't even look at it. I don't like the screen on this van either. It's hard to see. It's one of the things that I don't like about the van. Like the backup camera is the same screen, and it's big, but it's kind of washed out, and it's not angled. It's like angled away from the driver, so it's really hard to see out of it. So I wouldn't want to use it anyway when my phone is much easier to see and to work and everything, because I can just talk to my phone. Or maybe I can do that with the in-dash nav. I don't know. Yeah, Patty, I'm still here. I don't know how I'm still here, but I'm still here. I am thinking it's probably getting to be about time to call it quits. Boy, it's been a couple of hours, I think. Raven's probably getting tired. My own coffee shop out of my van. I don't think I'd get a food permit for that somehow. That's true, Sam. We all talk about gas mileage. I'm always in kind of, you know, right near the coast usually, so I'm usually in high gas price areas too. Oh, in Trinidad, they serve the mashed potatoes and gravy in a waffle cone. Interesting. I don't eat out much, so a lot of these things kind of are not on my radar. You tried an Espro Travel French press. Interesting. I never heard of that. Well, that's nice of you, Raven. You can hang out with me for hours. I'm getting tired though. I would imagine everybody else is too. It's 7 o'clock here on the West Coast, so I don't imagine everybody's on the West Coast, right? Well, thank you, John Bradley, and I appreciate you watching. Trinidad is a nice place too. I want to go look that up because not that I would order a mashed potato in a waffle cone thing for myself, but I'm curious to see what it is and how they make it and how much is it. I'm curious. Oh, Maddie Van Halen is in the house. How's it going, Maddie? Thank you, sir. Tried doing something a little different to spark things up a little, so got the purple going. Hey, Scott, have a nice night. Yeah, we should probably call this quits because I'm having even more trouble reading, even more than normal. So, yeah, see, Exiles, you're on the East Coast, 10 p.m., right? Carolyn, you're in Pennsylvania, 10 o'clock, yeah. Sam, 10 o'clock, same thing. Everybody's liking the purple. I'm glad to hear that. I wasn't sure if I was thinking people were going to give me grief over picking purple because this light will do any color I want. Well, I think we should wind it down. Thank you to everybody that stopped in and chatted. Everybody was super nice tonight. And thank you to the moderators who helped out immensely, since I can't hardly read that quickly. Right, you need to add purple lighting, Maddie, to your van. Next video, Maddie Van Halen, we want to see purple lighting. Or blue or green or whatever you want. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. And thanks for hanging out with me. I will have a regular video up in a few days. So there will be a regular video up since we did take today off of a regular video, but we'll have a regular video up before Monday if you're interested. And that's about it. I don't know how to end this except to say goodbye. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a nice night.